The flaming figure emits no heat, yet your skin seems to sizzle if you draw too near. The hymn twines around the effigy like a fine thread. Guardian burning bright with sourceful flame, abide the sacred call, reveal the godsless hall. Winged keeper, song doth bid you break. The priest shall scry the demon's lies, the chains await their captive. From stone to dust, from stone to dust. The spirit of a young robed man paces the chamber anxiously. He sees you approach. A look of trepidation crosses his spectral features.
Did my order send you? To cure the child?
The spirit falters, momentarily lost for words. Finally, he musters a nod.
I was hungry and thirsty for days. Then I rested. When I woke up next to my corpse, I thought I was delirious. I hoped I was delirious. But eventually I realized what had happened. Some form of demon seized her and nested inside her mind. She cannot speak or move. We did what we could to help, but we could not risk provoking the beast within. We can find her here, until a way to safely remove the demon could be found. It was my duty to watch over her, but I was never relieved of that duty. She has no family that we know of. All she had was a pet cat. That poor girl's life is drifting past her, thanks to that demon. Her cell is just over there. I can let you in, but are you sure you can help her? What are you going to do? My brothers were confident they could help her as well, but they still had to lock her up here in the end. But nobody else is coming to help, are they? I'll let you in, but promise me one thing. Whatever happens, take her away from this place. Far away.
The spirit can't help but smile.
I knew you had good in you, the moment I laid eyes on you. Come, I'll let you in. Take good care of her. Bring her somewhere peaceful. Don't disturb the demon within her. There's no telling what could happen if it breaks free.
The priest has scried the demon's lies. The priest has scried the demon's lies.
Do you hear me? Away! I won't let anyone hurt my mistress anymore. Mistress saved me when I was a kitten. She took me in, fed me and kept me warm. She deserves loyalty. I won't leave her side, not until she wakes. My heart stopped beating and my flesh fell away. No matter, I'm staying here. Get away!
The undead cat arches its back and hisses aggressively at your presence.
Cornered.
The young girl lies silently on the floor, eyes open and staring. Her only movement is the tiniest rise and fall of her chest. The girl's eyes don't even flicker as you lean in close. Her fingers seem to grip you ever so slightly. The girl's grip tightens. A flush of color spreads across her previously bloodless features. She's grown stronger, strong enough to move, perhaps.
Wherever you take her, I hope it's a better place than this. Thank you. Take care of her. Cure her if you can. My task here is done.
I watch the gate. Who goes there? I watch the gate. Who goes there? You must leave. The gate is locked forever. The lock is broken. The key is thrown away.
The lever part of the lock mechanism. A presence accosts you. You cannot see it, yet know it is there. It is in front of you, then behind, then finally within. You hear its whispers. The master must teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. And then it is gone.
Nothing. There's got to be more to it.
From stone to dust, from stone to dust.
I watch the gate. Who goes there? I watch the gate. Who goes there? You must leave. The one who must be chained will take your soul. Do not let it speak. Do not let it speak to you. No. You must leave. You must not speak to it. You must not speak to the one who must be chained. It will steal your soul. It will steal your very soul. Kill it if you can, but do not let it speak. I beseech you, do not let it speak. The lock will work. The gate will open. I am the key. I am the gate.
Then I shall teach your final lesson.
I watched the gate, but the one who should be dead is dead. I'll watch the gate no more.
By the Seven and all the saints, I ne'er dreamed I'd be grateful to be lying cold on the ground. I'm finally rid of that demon. Finally rid of that bloody voice. Not much more than you've been told, I'm afraid. She made a deal with some mighty dark forces, and now she's looking for a way out. I'm not sure that even my voice knew the terms. It was all very hush. Suspicion is she's promised to give up something powerful, though.
The spirit looks around with wild panic, clawing through its spectral mass with fevered nails.
The demon feeds. The demon feeds from the ring. The demon protects. We must know what the demon protects. The demon has an advocate. The advocate kills. The demon has a secret. We must know the secret.
The spirit's face contorts in agony as it caves in upon itself and is consumed. The tree's spirit embraces its putrid host, an elven ancestor lost to the same demonic disease that infests all of Blood Moon Island.
Qui manducad omnio murdus acts, it quod potest etse.
A moment passes, then you feel it. Clarity.
You speak my name. You know my torture. Please, don't judge me for the sickness my roots have spread. I can be free. My soul cleansed. Naivety, stupidity, call it what you want. I wish to put the source within me to good use, and demonology seemed as good a use as any. Silly me. I meant to summon an imp or two. Instead, I ended up hosting a damned archdemon. The roaring in my head, the craving for living flesh, urges. Good gods, the urges to kill, to hurt. The stronger they became, the harder I fought. And at some point, I was just gone. Deadened, but not dead. And then, awake, on an isle I'd never been, encircled by faces I'd never seen, watched by a man I'd never known. They called him Doctor. He shouted strange words, and the demon bellowed. Then, one by one, They fell. I watched my own hands slaughter them. I tried to resist, but I couldn't. And then a final roar, when the demon rushed away and into the only one still standing. The Doctor. That was my last living memory. The demon may be gone, but its disease still infects my roots, birthing evil into the surrounding soil. While it lives, I am still its rotting servant. I've suffered. The Isle has suffered, but you can end it. You awakened me from nightmare with a single utterance. My name. How amazing that a name can wield so much power. Remember this lesson when you leave Blood Moon Island. The demon blackens another land now. It possesses the very doctor that liberated it. Speak its name, however, and you expose it. You weaken it. You'll know him when you find him. A doctor that accommodates a demon doesn't see patients, only victims. Destroy it, and you free me to the Hall of Echoes. Destroy it, and my roots taint this isle no longer. Now come closer. I'll say the demon's name only once.
The spirit's voice is a harsh whisper.
Adramalik.
It is a dark thing to contemplate a demon's name. Perhaps you can shed light on the matter.
Jahan looks at you utterly flabbergasted, but soon an air of serenity descends upon him, that of a chess player overlooking the board.
Adramalik. You have to admire his cunning. To think that in his guise of Deva, he and I shared the finest wines in the realm. Stories of the women we have loved. Thank you, Godwoken. You have done me an unparalleled service, and you've quite humbled me at the same time. You must go your path, I mine, so that I may confront the archdemon in his lair, in the great city of Arx. Please accept this token of gratitude, and fare thee well. The city of Arx awaits. I think I'll catch myself an archdemon come Lucian's Day.
Second time's a charm? Or have I asked too much of you?
The object quivers as Tarquin nears it and hums a response. Connected as one, the past and present slain, absolution and redemption await the one whose sins are many.
Oh, very good. Very, very, very good. This, my friend, is the key. Give me some time, and every deity in existence will tremble at the sight of you.
He holds out his hand, expectantly.
Lovely. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must work.
Tarquin turns away, but continues to mutter excitedly, almost religiously, about anathema.
Keep distant. My own demons haunt me too closely. I cannot also bear the burden of yours.
So? Ready to set sail when you are, Your Holiness. Fantastic. Now, on to the interesting part.
After many adventures, the party finally reached the place where Godwoken go to become divine. But more surprises and difficult choices awaited.
Here we are, the Nameless Isle. And here I thought Malady was unimaginative. Still, it's what's on the inside that counts, isn't that right? And this is the place you're meant to become a god. I can't help but wonder exactly what you intend to do with such a power. That's true, technically. But do be wary of putting yourself first at the expense of others. Those who are mistreated tend not to bear their condition indefinitely. Remember that. You'll want to hurry now. Divinity is waiting, after all. Excellent question. Normally, this place ought only to be known to Godwoken, but judging by the ships burning in the bay, there's been a breach, let's call it. Regardless of who's on the island, all that matters is who ascends. Make sure that's you. The strongest will survive and ascend.
The squirrel guides its cat over to you, chittering as it goes. It reaches up and hands you a piece of bark. The wood is covered in a scratchy, scrawled handwriting. It's hard to read, but you can just about make out the recipe for a spell.
You don't look very divine to me. What are you waiting for? Excellent question. Normally, this place ought only to be known to Godwoken, but judging by the ships burning in the bay, there's been a breach, let's call it. Regardless of who's on the island, all that matters is who ascends. Make sure that's you. The strongest will survive and ascend.
Tread carefully, my dear. Those are black ring banners that I spy on the shore. I studied the tablet that you so generously provided. It showed me everything I need to know about creating a functional Swornbreaker. Once I have that, I'll be free of the Covenant. And free to spend the rest of my days with Mahalli. See those structures further inland? Remarkably like those from the caverns of the Black Pits, aren't they? Should you discover the parts needed for a Swornbreaker, please bring them to me. I'll make it worth your while. Also, you will likely encounter sworn followers of the God King on that island, I suspect. I would avoid combat if possible. Death can be less than final for them, if the God King wills it.
Almira doesn't respond right away. Instead, she turns and gazes intently at the island. After a long moment, she finally speaks.
I sense a familiar presence. The Sallow Man. Yes. He's there somewhere. Likely commanding Black Ring forces. You should seek him out. He's a foul creature, but not opposed to cutting a deal. Beware his underlings, though. If they challenge your presence, pose as a thrall of mine, and you should gain safe passage. My name should still command respect among them.
Quite a journey I've found myself on with you. Is this where it ends, I wonder? Dangers indeed. You can almost hear the sounds of battle when the wind shifts correctly. And where there's battle, there's bound to be mercenaries. Gleku Duma, the words of the lone wolves. No doubt my former comrades will have them in their employ. Speak their words, and you might pass. Speak their words, and you might pass. Consider it a token of my thanks for the assistance in retrieving Anathema. Pursuit of my interests has led me to fall in with some disreputable company in my time. For a short while, one such group was the Black Ring. I know, not something to be proud of, but they let me do as I wished, so desperate they were for aid after the Deathfall cut them down to size. A fine arrangement, until they started preaching about this God King and his infernal covenant.
He snorts derisively.
The last thing this world needs is another would-be god, and an army of fools willing to follow him. It's a sop to all the fools who think that someone will grant them power and immortality in return for loyalty. This God King has caused to make war with the Seven, and the Covenant is how he's gathered his army. They become sworn, as it was put to me, bound to serve, die, and be reborn for the God King for as long as he wishes. Then, at some ill-defined point in the future, they think they'll be rewarded. You should have seen them all, on their knees, worshipping a new tyrant just to spite 7 old ones. I got away from them while I still could. Unfortunately, Dallas was waiting to snatch me. There's a clue in the name. He's a god, or something that wants to be a god. Continue to march to the Seven's beat, and I'm sure you'll find out exactly what he is. They're all the same, you know. Tyrants, liars, carrion birds. The best thing would be for them all to destroy each other and leave the rest of us to live in peace. My efforts continue. I must admit it's quite an intricate piece to work with, even for someone like myself. I remain confident of success, though.
These bodies have been purged.
Who could have done this?
I suspect we shall soon find out.
I've never seen ruins like these.
You don't get out much, do you?
Black Ring. Could they be doing the purging?
The plot thinnens.
As if from nowhere, a sweating warrior appears before you.
Who the hell's be yow?
thralls to Almira. I borrowed Yawa grunts, mistress. The Divine Order pins me here at the temple, and I would have Yawa pets kill him.
He points you towards the nearby temple, where a skirmish continues.
You have Yawa orders. Get to it. I thank you kindly, mistress. Now, thralls, get out to it.
To none.
Mistress Almira would have her thralls report to camp there yonder, we would make use of them.
The altar stands before you, flecked with moss and the cracks of age. An ant crawls across the surface, dipping in and out of the inscription that's engraved on the rock. In honor of Ralik, first of the gods and patron of humanity. As your prayer drifts away on the breeze, you feel the world around you shift. You open your eyes to a courtyard with wooden targets and practice posts scattered about. And there before you stands Ralik, a twisted old man struggling to heft his own sword. With difficulty, he lifts it high, cutting down towards one of the targets, but he misses completely. His sword clangs against the cobbles, slipping out of his hands and skittering towards you. Cursing loudly, he crawls towards you, searching hands running over the stone. He's blind. He hears you as you step forward and lets out a cackle.
One of the others sent you, eh? Sent you to pester a poor man that has lost his sight?
He snatches it back from you, but seems more likely to use it as a support than a weapon. He approaches, running his hands over your face.
Solstice's champion, are you? I'll give you what you need to find the Well of Ascension. But I need a small favor in return. 2 small favors, really. I want your eyes. After all, what is a warrior without his sight? Give me yours. I assure you, they will be put to good use in the war against the Void.
Your god leaps forward, knocking the frail old man sideways. Ralik gets to his feet, grabbing a shield emblazoned with a burning sun, and backs away defensively. The image fades, leaving only the symbol of the sun dancing in your vision. You slowly come to your senses at the temple, where chittering birdsong fills your ear.
Checking in on your old gods, eh? Don't chow bother. It's the God King's Island now.
Prepare yourself. Mine.
I need aid!
The glass is black, at first, but then a sickly haze begins to form, like sand upon a pond. The haze shimmers and becomes a face, a one-faced stranger looking straight at you. You feel his hate, his avarice, his thirst for blood. God-woken blood. He does not speak, and yet he asks you who you are. You know the wrong answer will send this man, this sallow man, into a ferocious rage. His eyes burn into yours. You feel the hot flood of his hate, his rage, his madness. And you know the Black Ring are now sworn to see you dead. The mirror fades to black. White-hot pain, fangs sinking into you. A Magister appears and offers her hand. You reach for it, but there's a loud snarl. Warm blood soaks you. Then, darkness.
Rubbish.